A dysfunctional federal government is an impediment to economic growth. This according to former Michigan Governor John Engler.
He was in Grand Rapids today and talked to our political reporter Rick Albin. And Rick joins us live right now. Rick.
Susan Engler, who spent 12 years as governor of the state, is now the president of the Business Roundtable. That group includes diverse business interests from around the nation that, according to their website, represents $6 trillion in revenues and more than 14 million workers. As the head of that group, he represents their efforts in Washington, D.C., and told me before his speech in Grand Rapids that Washington is the problem when it comes to rebooting the economy. And he says his board of CEOs want the federal government to get their act together.
They're very frustrated over the lack of decisiveness in Washington, and you just pick the topic: tax code, regulatory policy, some of the big deficit and debt questions that overhang the country. All of these are troubling. What's the energy strategy? What are we going to do on health care? And when you're trying to make decisions, you're trying to commit, in some cases, tens or hundreds of millions of dollars, you need to know what the rules are. And today, the United States, to the extent it loses ground to other nations, it's in part because we just don't seem to be able to decide anything.
Engler spoke to the Grand Rapids Economic Club about his thoughts on the country's economy and the importance the coming presidential election could have on.
Rick, thank you.